Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USC's offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can...
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great of John McKay. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Trojans are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Right on the money. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
With the catch, it's Bray. Breaks the tackle. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Lewis wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks now.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Can't get him to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got it behind the line. It's Bravo. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finds some fresh air. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up, bringing it back. Touchdown, Minnesota! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back. We started all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On his feet at the 40. Oh, better look out! And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Line is set on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Here's a hit. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Under fire. And And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Lewis to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. The RPO, it's complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now they're default.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Off play action. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on him. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Great place to start for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Lewis to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and... Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce. The offense pounces back.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Big guy smells it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, USC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great movement. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. The Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll send out the kicker here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll take it on the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. Finds a spot in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Gets open down the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Pocket breaking down. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Gophers are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Bravo. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Lewis to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And the Golden Gophers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bravo. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary element.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll go back to the ground. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 30.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off, but whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the back. And they'll knock him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Lewis wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. At the 20, he's got space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to him on the ground.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. And he can't get it off, taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Flyers downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch play.